Let the record reflect it's 8:30 a.m. We're in Hill County Courtroom, Hillsborough, Texas. You're not keeping up. What's wrong? Okay, we have a quorum of commissioners present established. We have both Commissioner Precinct 3, Scotty Hawkins, Commissioner Precinct 4, Martin Lake with us. The other two commissioners are out of school where Mr. Hawkins should be right now, but he's kindly rearranged his schedule for a few moments to come help us correct this issue. At this time, I'm open the floor for open forum. Is there anybody here to speak about something or anything? Yes, sir.
Sheriff's office no longer put the 911 signs. And it was redirected to Road Bridge. Road Bridge never signed up for that. We have an office that does that and two people that are employed there. So we'd like to say that Precinct 3 will no longer be putting up 911 signs.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Anybody else for open forum at this time? Hearing none, I'm going to move into the orders. First order is discussion to approve a change concerning the Hill County Sheriff's Office Career Advancement Plan. What we have in front of you, the sheriff's provided, is two documents. One is a two-page executive summary, if you will, and that's the second one here. It says start top 4.9 cap policy amendments. The second one is the entirety of the new revised career advancement plan. Just to go through this real quickly, what it does is number one, it takes out the longevity language because it's already outlined in a county policy. So we don't need it in the career advancement policy of the sheriff. Section 2 is the purpose. It deleted the last sentence, which is lastly, longevity pay compensates. We don't need that any longer because, again, we already have longevity pay into the county policy. This is specific to the sheriff's office. Number 3 is specialized skill, and it talks about specialized skill of drone pilot and fingerprint expert were deleted. They don't have those and no need for them. So there's no use for either of those types. Additionally, the single field ID officer was deleted. I don't even know what that is. So, but there was a listed stipend for it. They're getting rid of it. They're specifically added a previous employee who is no longer with the agency. Okay, removing these 3 specialized skill that will never be used makes a total of 5,100 available for reallocation, which is good, you know, with all the other issues we got. Fingerprint expert deleted on 4, 5, drone air wing pilot deleted, air wing. I didn't catch that before. Okay. 6, armed jailer. So section 8, D8 of this policy is amended to increase the number of armed jailers to 4 slots to 8. The sheriff's office has dire need for additional armed jailers for local inmate transports, hospitals, dentists, courts, that kind of stuff. Number 7 is booking officer, amend to increase the number of booking officers from 2 to 5. I think that's a great idea. That having only 2 booking officers down there has been a, choke point for a while. So I'm glad they're doing that. Number 8 is, number 8's typo because we're going to move to number 9, and that's the longevity pay. Again, that was deleted in its entirety. Number 10, section G, longevity pay chart. No need for that anymore. It's out. Number 11, term bailiff, transport, and road crew are deleted from the policy entirely. Each deputy of the Hill County Sheriff's Office, regardless of division assignment, all have the same basic duties as peace officers, and all job descriptions for non-ranking sworn personnel shall be identical. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hated the fact that we treated certain officers like less than officers. I appreciate you gentlemen fixing that. Number 12 is miscellaneous wording was removed from each of the pay scale descriptions from sworn, jail, and dispatch divisions. So just miscellaneous wording. Number 13 is the ranking positions of sergeant and corporal for sworn and jail divisions. The pay policy shows requirements for pay levels based on certification and time to how much time. Forgive me, we need a little bit of coffee to keep this going. That was good. All right. Wording was removed for each ranking position pertaining to how much time and certification level must be obtained to promote sergeant to corporal. So before we had an issue in this policy that one had to be in rank for a number of years before they could move up, or they had a number of certification. Well, as a whole in the county, we went to job descriptions. Job description says, can an individual meet these job descriptions? If so, they're qualified for the job. This former sheriff that put this in, this policy was preventing us from actually enabling the county policy. So we needed to amend it to accomplish that. 14 is ranking positions of lieutenant, captain, chief deputy in all divisions. The sheriff will hold exclusive right to promote any person. Of course he does, because he is a sheriff of Hill County and should not be held by some previous administration's policy on that. This is not uncommon at all. So the reallocation of that $5,100 from the special skills, will be used to increase the number of booking officers and armed jailers. So it's going to be budget neutral. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Gentlemen, any questions at this time about what's being asked in these revisions to the Sheriff's Office career advancement policy? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Lots of seconds. I like it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. That takes care of number one. Number two is employee wage status change. We have an individual that we're going to move from jailer one to jail sergeant. And I'll make the motion that we make first whole name. Welton Turn. All right, motion second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Number three is discuss and approve agreement. We've already done this, I was told. But did we ever find it on the agenda? I didn't see it.
I
But
remember it, I think.
okay, cool. Well, it's done. So that jumps on to number four is observe and record the 24 Hill County Community Supervision Corrections Department final audit. It is another great audit. Again, findings, no findings means they had no material findings. That's a good audit. They put themselves in pretty good position. So I'm really proud of those guys. And do we have a motion to observe and record? We have a motion and a second to observe and record the Hill County Community Supervision Corrections Department final audit for fiscal year ending August 31st, 2024. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I call the question. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Number five, discuss and approve preliminary plat for Triple I subdivision. Apparently, I've moved beyond my abilities here, so.
I'll look for that just to make sure, but I'm almost positive that we did that already.
Triple I subdivision, which one is this one?
The members told me about it.
This is one outside of Covington. This is a total of 3 lots. Hill County Road 1425. Mr. Ince, our county surveyor and member of engineer on our review development committee, has given this his seal of approval and says it's good to go for approval. This would be off of County Road 1425, and it would put a total of 3 lots, 1, 2, 3. Each of those lots being approximately 1.16 acres in size. All right, we have a motion to approve. Second, to approve the preliminary plat of the Triple I subdivision. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I call the question. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Time for the big motion. Motion, second. We stand adjourned.